Hello everyone, I'm Casper Kuma and welcome to Kill A Black Swan. Now this game was inspired by To Kill A Mockingbird, so interested in seeing where this goes. A young man was killed. Being a detective, that's nothing new for me. But let me tell you, this case changed my life. Why? I'm going to tell you. My name's not relevant, I'm just an ordinary man doing his job. Solving crime cases has always been my dream, since I was a kid, I guess. It's been a few years, but I still remember that one case. The murder, which is known as the Black Swan case. Thinking about it now, it's kind of ironic, but let me start from the beginning. One thing you should know beforehand, people always see what they want to see and see what they want to hear. Sorry for being so cryptic, but I promise it'll make sense, eventually. So there was this mansion. Murder in the mansion? Is this a clue? I cannot talk. His wife found his body not long ago. Evidently, she was not able to answer my questions right in that moment. I understand. I will take a look around if that's okay. She just nodded and I went to the crime scene. There was chalk on the ground and a lot of grass. Looking up, I saw one of the windows was broken. He was obviously pushed out of the window. Their home sure is big, and it seems the level of surveillance is quite high on this property. I figure that it must have been someone who had access to it. Well, obviously. Maybe it was one of their staff members, or his wife herself. Yeah, right. It's always the wife, isn't it? I decided to go back to her. Maybe I could get something out of her after all. She was still in tears when I slowly approached her. What do you want? My apologies again, ma'am. I'd like to know who was there when it happened. It's Friday afternoon, so only Kane was at the house. He's our cleaner. Where is he now? I think he's speaking with one of your colleagues. Thank you, ma'am, and I'm sorry. I've always been so bad with all the condolences stuff. Well, whatever. Maybe that cleaner knew something. I saw him across the yard. On the other hand, some of my colleagues were going into the house to inspect the crime scene, I guess. I wanted to see the crime scene first. Maybe there were some hints. Took a while to reach the room. Damn, this place was huge. I mean, it's probably for the best that he's not, like, that great at giving condolences or whatever, because, like, he's got to solve crimes. It's no time for sympathy, right? I don't know. Maybe it'll help him look at all the evidence from a neutral perspective or something, you know? I don't know, because, like, what if it is the wife? He can't be feeling bad about it if she's actually the one that did it. He might rule her out as a suspect. When I arrived, I was surprised to see that it was a guest room. Why would the man of a house be in that room? I saw the broken window and other things. That's suspicious. 2 wine glasses. Who are you drinking with? There are 2 glasses. Looks like someone drank wine recently. One of the glasses has something on it. Looks like lipstick. Uh-oh! Did the victim and his wife drink wine before it happened? Maybe it was an accident, but wouldn't she have hidden the glasses then? Or did he have an affair with some woman? I mean, what if he wasn't the one that was actually staying in this room? What if the wife was in this room with another guy, and then he walked in on them, and then he got pushed out the window, you know? Like, what if he caught them doing something, you know? And it would make sense for her to be in here if, like, there was some other guy in here, if they had a guest. And she was just, like, you know, kind of visiting in his room. So, I don't know. Some photos. I'm not interested in their personal lives. I just want to solve the case. Well, you kind of have to know about their personal lives to see if there's anything that might, like, contribute to it, you know? You can't just not look at the photos. Like, I don't know, is it just a picture of the husband and the wife? Like, you know, maybe there's something else in there. Personal photo of the victim. Well, we should look at it, man. The box is empty. It's a chest. There's probably a treasure in it. Okay, I'm not really good at making jokes. Yeah, that wasn't even funny. But you have to open the chest, man. You gotta investigate. You're a terrible investigator. For decoration purposes, I guess. Not important. You could see if it's important. I don't even know what we're looking at here. It looks like a rolled up thing, or is it a sign? Could be something on the back of it, you know? A hidden knife? I don't know, you gotta investigate. An average painting you'd find in every guest room. Ugh. You're so not into it, man. The window's closed. This one looks undamaged. That's the window that caused the victim's death. Well, unintentionally, of course. Are you sure, though? Because I think it's completely intentional. Did I get everything? Oh, there's this one. Some painting. I'm pretty sure it has nothing to do with the murder. Well, why don't you find something that does have something to do with the murder? I know you don't really want to investigate anything, but it would be nice. Like, you know, there might be something hidden under the blankets. You never know. You never know. Alright, I think we investigated it all. I left the house. I didn't want to miss my chance to talk with the cleaner. Can I help you? Maybe. Could you tell me what happened? Sure. I was cleaning the foyer when the landlady came home. Where had she been? I interrupted him. I need to know everything. She was with a friend. Her name is Sarah, I think. I made a mental note to ask Audrey about her later. Thanks. Please go on. When she came home, she seemed to be in a good mood. Well, she just came back from a fun day, so I guess that's natural. Makes sense. Right. Anyway, I was just about to call it a day when I heard an ear-piercing scream echoing throughout the house. That's when she found the body? Yes. Didn't you hear the window breaking? I'm usually listening to music when nobody else is here. When she arrived, I took out my earphones. Damn it, so the murder must have occurred before his wife arrived. Or not. The house is pretty big. Couldn't have overheard it, but he could have overheard it even without earphones. Nobody else at home? I know what this might look like, but I didn't kill him, I swear. You have nothing to worry about if you're innocent. I didn't emphasize if. He seemed to be worried enough already. I guess. Everything happened so fast. I'm afraid I can't really tell you much more. That's fine, you already helped a bit. Really? I'm glad. If you need anything, you can stop by at my apartment. Here's my address. Alright. A little suspicious, but whatever. Ah, detective. Do you have any news? Indeed. There are 2 glasses of wine in the guest room. One of it has lipstick on it. I know. I figured as much. Can you elaborate? I found the room like that, and I didn't touch anything. I cannot really explain it. This looks like... I know what it looks like. I know he just died, but maybe it's true. Maybe he was meeting someone else and things didn't go according to plan. That's what I was thinking. You know who could be, you know... He has not many female friends. Had. There was this girl, Ellen. She used to jog with him and they went to the same yoga, of course. Yoga course, huh? Yeah, he always wanted to stay fit. Do you have an address? Unfortunately, no, but they always went for a jog in the park. I see. Maybe I can meet her there. Someone else? There's also Sarah. Who's Sarah? Your cleaner said that you were with her when it happened? That's right. We spent the day together. What did you do? She frowned as if my question was too personal, but she answers anyway. Just girl stuff. Shopping, talking, you name it. What about his enemies? He had no enemies. He was very exclusive. Shy sometimes. Maybe that's why he hadn't many friends either. So? Besides Ellen, and if you count Sarah. There was only Rob. They were best friends, bros they used to say. Where can I find him? He owns a nightclub downtown. She gave me the address and I decided to pay a visit later. I also inquired Sarah's address and it turned out that she lived just a few streets farther away from Audrey. That should be enough for today. Thanks, detective, for everything. That's my job. I hope you will solve this case soon. Me too. I'm gonna go home. I decided to visit Sarah. Why did she get the freaking gospel music? It was like, ta-da! Here it is! A suburban household. Let's see what kind of girl she is. She has 2 chimneys, that's the kind of girl she is. I knocked a few times, but nobody opened. Maybe 3 chimneys, what is this thing? Maybe she wasn't at home. Suddenly, the door flew open with a crash. Oh my! Gosh, what the actual... Wait, are you the detective? Seems like it, miss. Oh, hell. You already know? Audrey called me, but she was too agitated to tell me what actually happened. But basically, yeah, her husband is dead, right? I nodded and told her everything we knew so far. I told her about the thing with the window, and if she was shocked by the news, she didn't show it. She just took another sip from her glass and stared at me. It looked like she couldn't care less. So, who did it? That's what I want to find out. Oh, I see. You think I did it, right? I didn't say that. I just want to ask a few questions. I didn't know him that well. I usually spent my time with Audrey. She didn't want him to be part of our girl stuff. Still, I have questions. It's just routine, you know? Okay, shoot. I couldn't help but think that this was kind of an awkward wording, but I didn't comment. What should I ask her? Well, that's a strong opening. Where have you been today? Where have you been today? I spent the day with Audrey. I'm sure she told you. Well, yeah. We shared a taxi, and after we dropped her off at her house, I went home. Makes sense, I guess. Yes, it does. She called me shortly afterwards. Thanks. What else? I guess we're asking it. Do you have an affair with the victim? I'm sorry to be so personal, but did you have an affair with the victim? Me? I barely knew him. No need to get all defensive, it's just a question. I mean, it's a pretty strong one. I feel like you should have asked in a more roundabout way, you know, kind of like, oh, have you ever spent any time with the husband, you know? Do you know anything about him? When did you all meet, you know? Like, did you have an affair is kind of a strong one. Like, she knows that would make her look suspicious. That was a stupid question to ask. And I just answered no. Okay. That girl sure had a temper. What should I ask her? I guess that's it. You're terrible, detective. Thanks for your time. Just catch that murderer. Afterwards, I decided to go to the park and keep a lookout for Ellen. I just imagine him, like, squatting in the bushes, waiting for a jogger to come by that looks like they might do yoga and just like, bah! I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. I've been told she and the victim would go jogging together sometimes, and they've been on the same yoga course. The park wasn't that big, and I was able to find a woman which could be her. Yeah, because this isn't suspicious. I absolutely love going for a jog and having to talk to a strange man that just was waiting for me outside. This is fine. For a moment, I tried to keep up with her, but she was much more athletic than me. I'm just picturing her running and him like... just like scampering to keep up. She introduced herself as Ellen, but she kept running. Oh, okay. When I broke the news, she stopped, though. Yeah, she's probably running because you're creepy as hell, man. He's dead? Who would do this to him? That's what I want to find out. You're saying he was pushed out the window? Apparently. That's so horrible. I cannot imagine. I cannot imagine what his wife is going through right now. She's shattered. Ellen fell silent. I couldn't read her face, but she seemed to be in shock. Can you tell me something about him? He was always so calm and quiet. He was so easy to be around. Actually, that's why I chose him as my jogging partner. I see. He was very reclusive. If I hadn't dragged him to the yoga course, he wouldn't have had the courage to go there. That yoga course. It's on Saturdays. He was the only guy in our group. I understand. Did he have contact with someone else from that group? No, I don't think so. He'd always stick with me. Could you think of anyone who could be the murderer? No, absolutely not. That's not very helpful. And also, it's getting dark. I still have another place I want to visit. Thank you for your help. That was everything? Will you find the murderer? I will, and yes, that's it for the time being. If you need me, I'll be here over the weekend. And I'll make sure to contact you again, thanks. I feel like we could have asked, like, what did you do today? When was the last time you talked to the husband? Or, you know, whatever. I don't know. I was getting late and my last stop would be the nightclub. I want to know what kind of guy Rob is. It was loud in the club and it took me forever to get to Rob. Some security guy thought my badge was fake. What a prick. You wanted to talk to me, detective? Yes, can we talk somewhere quieter? Sure thing. He led me to a closed area. Finally, some silence. That should be better. I'm sorry for being the bringer of unpleasant news, but I told him about his best friend's death. God, how I hate doing this. He listened to me carefully. His expression didn't change at first, but then... He cried. He cried a lot. It was his best friend, after all. I cannot... Take your time. I know that this is hard. Who would do this to him? He'd never hurt a fly. I will find out, I promise. But first I need you to answer some questions. Sure, anything. How was your relationship? His wife said that you were best friends. Can you confirm that? Yes, we were here. He didn't have many friends. I heard. Sometimes he'd visit me in the club. He was not a very outgoing person. He just did it for me. What did you do in your free time? Well, the usual. Watching football, working out, playing video games. I cannot believe we'll never see each other again. Where have you been today? Have you seen the victim today? I was at his house, or mansion more like it. His wife was out and he asked me to spend some time together. Can the staff confirm this? I don't think anyone saw me. It's Friday, so there's only Kane there. He was probably cleaning some room while I was there. I'm sorry. Now I knew that at least 3 people were there today. Audrey, Kane, and Rob. When you left, he was still alive, right? What are you implying? Of course he was. I wouldn't kill my best friend. Sorry, I just had to ask that question. You work here? You work in this nightclub? Yes, it's kind of hard sometimes, but it pays the bills. He always wanted to help me with the club. But that's not really his cup of tea. He'd be better off in some office. He was always so shy. He was, gosh. And that's it. That's all, thanks. Thank you, that's it. You can find me here if you need me. I'm working here every day, even when the club isn't open. I actually have to work for my money, unlike other people. Whoa, where did that come from? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I just don't know how to feel right now. I guess I'm just angry. You'll hear from me. What? Please find the murderer, detective. I will. Well, no, I feel like we should have pressed that more. It was very suspicious. I had some leads. I knew that I could finish this case quickly. In fact, it only took me 2 days. That was fast. And with, no evidence. I was sure that it wasn't an accident. Someone killed him and I knew it was one of them. Audrey, she seemed devastated, but maybe she knew more than she let on. That cleaner, Kane. Is that stuttering and anxious behavior just an act? Ellen, the sports enthusiast. A guy doing yoga? Don't get me wrong, that's totally fine. But maybe he had other intentions than just staying fit. Rob sounded kinda jealous. He has to work hard for his money. Maybe he was envious of on his bro's lifestyle, or his wife. I didn't know much about Sarah yet. Andre made her sound like your typical rich girl. I called it a day. I've learned nothing, and I'm ending it now. Next morning, I had to plan my steps wisely. I knew I hadn't enough time to visit all places. I just needed to trust my instinct on where to go. There were 5 places I had to go. I figured I could only manage to visit 3. Where should I go? What is this? A lake? This is the friend's house. I'm guessing the lake would mean we'd run into the yoga lady again? Wait, whose house is whose? What is this one? Okay, I'm curious about this one. Oh, that's a nightclub. No. What's this one then? That's Kane's apartment. We haven't looked into Kane very much. Sarah's house? No. Audrey's house? No. That's the park? No. Let's go to the apartment. That's Kane's apartment. Yes. And here I was. That must have been Kane's apartment. I rang the bell. Oh, detective, it's you. I can never tell whether that guy was nervous or just stuttering. Yeah, it's me. How's it going? Okay, I guess. As normal as it can be after a person's death. I hear you. Stupid question. I know it sucks. Do you want to come in? Sure. Do you mind if I take a look around? Not at all, detective. Let's see what I can find here. It's much more furnished than I thought it would be. I don't know why. I just thought it would be like a almost barren room with like a couch in it, or just an armchair or something. I don't know. I guess I had low expectations for Kane's apartment. Looks comfy. It's a pity I don't have time to relax. It's for decoration purposes. What is it? Just a block? Like, he's got a lot going on in here. That's just decoration, I guess. Some flowers. Looks like Kane has a green thumb. Like, it looks like an old lady's house. Who needs all this knick-knack? No offense. See, that's what I was saying. That is... Wait, that's Audrey. Ooh? Detective? Kane, that is seriously fucked up. I pointed at the photo of Audrey. It's not what it looks like. I can explain, really. Well, then explain yourself. It is true, I like her a lot. Damn it, Kane. This doesn't look good for you. I know, but you have to believe me. I just admire her. She's a hard-working woman, and she's always been good to me. I'd never have killed her husband. I want her to be happy. I don't know if I should believe him. On the other hand, he didn't make the impression to be a killer. Or maybe it's always those people, isn't it? Okay, Kane, stay calm. I will find the truth. If you had nothing to do with it, don't worry too much. Right. I'll look around a bit more. Okay. Okay. Looks like an old woman. Maybe Kane's grandmother. Oh, so this is probably his grandmother's house. Maybe she died or something. Someone likes to read, huh? The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak. A quote came to mind. I am hunted by humans. How fitting. I remember I bought that book when I was like in middle school or something. I thought it was like literally about stealing books, but like I don't know. I thought it was gonna be some sort of book heist sort of thing. I didn't read the synopsis. I was pretty disappointed when I found out it wasn't, though. Wait, is there something behind that cushion? Nah, I'm just messing with you. Oh. Still life, not really my cup of tea, to be honest. I like how we just go to places just to judge people's decoration skills. Fingerprints, but whose? Yeah, I guess, why not? Take it and make a test or whatever, just in case. Probably have the results tomorrow morning. Okay. Did I look at this? Some flowers. Oh yeah, I read that. Crime novels. Not really that suspicious. A lot of people read those. A trophy. First place. Chess tournament. Why am I not surprised? The box is empty. What is the box of? Okay, I don't think there's much else in here. I think I checked it all, right? Just run the mouse over it a couple times, see if anything else flashes. I think we got it, though. Yes. Everything okay, detective? Well, apart from that creepy obsession with Audrey. Yeah, everything's okay. I see. I'll contact you when I find something new. Okay. Well, we did that. I didn't really get anything suspicious from the yoga instructor. That's Audrey's house. Should we go back there, maybe? Although he was... Let's go to the nightclub, because he was saying suspicious things. Let's go there. Oh, detective, you're back. Yes, there's still a few things unclear. I guess that's true. I saw tears in his eyes. I couldn't tell if they were genuine or fake. I'll help you the best as I can. We need to catch that asshole who did it. Anger replaced with the tears. Man, that guy sure has some bad mood swings. I appreciate your willingness to help. Tell me about the mansion. Can you tell me something about the victim's mansion? Well, actually, it is Audrey's mansion. He stayed at home and she earned that money. Oh, so it was him that he was referring to when he's like, some of us have to work. Independent woman, nothing wrong with that. But to answer your question, it's pretty big and they have a lot of staff. Do you know them well? No, not really. I saw Kane sometimes. He's usually there when I come over. Or came over, that is. Okay, thanks. What else can you tell me? Audrey didn't like it very much when I spent time with her husband. Why? I don't know. Maybe she wanted him for all for herself. We used to meet when she was out. Interesting. Maybe that is important. That is all I know. Thank you. Tell me about your club. Tell me something about your club. What do you mean exactly? Our customers or how the business is? Both actually. I don't see how that's relevant, but you're the detective, I guess. Smartass, I know what I'm doing. Business is doing okay. Could be better though. Can't complain. Other clubs are worse off. And about our customers. Well, we have all sorts of customers. Old, young, male, female, you name it. How come? Such nightclubs usually tend to be dominated by one target group. Or maybe that was just in my days. We organize weekly theme parties. We have ladies' night, a gay night, even a costume party. That draws many different people in. I see. I wondered about whether you are... Yes? How do I ask? Well, you know. Sorry? What are you trying to say? I wondered if you are homosexual. He crossed his arms. It was a personal question, no doubt, but I needed to know. Maybe he and the victim had a deeper relationship than just being bros. Only because I'm organizing gay parties doesn't mean I'm gay. I'm a solidary person, and I don't tolerate people who discriminate against others because of something like this. Whoa, I didn't mean to. I know, detective, I'm just saying. And to answer your question, I am 100% straight. Duly noted. Damn, I feel so stupid. Well, detectives have to blunder sometimes. I mean, I guess it was an important question to ask. But, like, again, he could be lying, you know? That would be everything for now. I see. I hope my information helped you a bit. I'm sure I understand everything better now. Well, tell me if you find out something new. Alright, I didn't really get suspicious vibes from her friend or the yoga instructor, so... let's go back to the mansion. I don't know. Yeah, let's go back to the mansion. I just want to check it out again. Hello, detective. Hello, miss. How are you today? I don't know. It's weird, you know. I get what you mean. She closed her eyes. I could tell she'd been crying. I guess you have questions. If you don't mind. Of course not. Do you wear makeup? What do you do for a living? What do you do for a living, miss? Oh, you don't know? I'm a novelist, and not a nameless one at that. I'm sorry, I didn't have much time for reading in the last couple of months. I do not take offense, detective. You're not a crime author, are you? Nonsense, detective. I write romance novels. You do? What kind? What do you mean? Of course no supernatural teenage trash. It's shocking how many kids nowadays seem to like all those shallow Mary Sue characters. My protagonists are strong female role models. Oh, great. I'm sure that they're not Mary Sue's. I don't know. I feel like lately whenever anything says strong female character, it's just a Mary Sue that's like, that's just kind of like snarky or something. It's like, can't we just make a normal ass person for once? Why do they always have to be perfect and then have a sense of awful humor? I don't get it. That's impressive. What about men? I'm absolutely not a gay romance writer. That goes against my beliefs. It is a sin. Actually, that's not what I meant. I want to know how you portray male characters in your novels. And that goes without saying. It's all about women. Men are inferior, of course. This seems like a lady that would write a terrible book. She's probably got those characters I was thinking about. That's... What are you... What? That's... What? Of course. Wow, a sexist and a homophobe. Not cool in my book, but it was not my business to interfere. Anyway, my books are quite popular. My recent one is going to be turned into a movie by a famous film studio. Would it be Marvel by any chance? Fascinating. What is it called? You'll love the title. It's called A Milady to Kill For. Milady. Oh, a what? Yes, milady. Got it? I see what you did there. The title sounds melodic. But, that was supposed to be funny. Ha. Funny. Well, that was awkward. What's your relationship with Sarah? I mean, we know they're friends. How long have you known Sarah? Are you on good terms? We are on excellent terms. I've known her since we moved here 2 years ago. I expected the neighbors to be quite arrogant, but they're really nice. Sarah? Arrogant? No way. That's nice to hear. Yes, I wouldn't know what to do without her. She gives me so much strength and inspiration. Is that so? Are you being ironic, Detective? I wouldn't dare. The situation is grave. I know that, believe me. Let's get back to your questions. You wear makeup? That's a stupid question to ask, but whatever. Oh yeah, wait, no, it's not a stupid question. The lipstick on the glass. This might come out of nowhere, but do you wear makeup? I don't understand. I have my reasons. I assure you it's for the benefit of the investigation. Well, sometimes I guess. I'm pretty comfortable in my own skin. I see. I remember that she did not wear makeup on the day the victim died. Sarah's the only one who wears makeup often. I only do it occasionally. I'm not sure how that will help you, though. It already did. I guess that's it. Thanks for your time, miss. Of course, Detective. Make sure to catch the culprit. Yeah. It was too late and I was getting tired. I would have to continue my investigation tomorrow. On the next day, though, everything made sense. The fingerprint comparison was pointless. They were indeed Kane's fingerprints. However, I knew I could solve the case today. Can we? Had I enough evidence? Maybe not. But suddenly everything fell into place. I was so sure I could solve that case. I contacted everyone who was somehow involved. Oh god. And in the morning, we all met in front of Audrey's house. I don't know who did it. So, what now, Detective? Now I'm going to arrest the murderer. You will? Already? I hope you've got enough evidence. And why would you gather all of us here? Are you saying we all did it? I gathered you because every one of you knew the victim and each of you played an important role. An important role? Exactly. Well then, who was it? I don't know. Okay, so we found Kane's fingerprint. Where was the fingerprint that we found, though? Like, in the room? We didn't find any fingerprints. It's like, we should have taken the wine glass for analysis, then we could figure out whose lips touched it, you know? Like... Like, Rob's is, like, suspicious, like, cause he was like, I have to work for my money, but that doesn't mean he's a murderer, it just means he's kind of weird. Like, I don't know. Like, I can't really see a reason why he would kill him. And it's saying that, like, Audrey wasn't wearing makeup, so it wasn't her drinking that wine. And so it, like, makes it seem like, Sarah's, like, guilty-ish one? But we didn't talk to her enough, so I can't... I'm not sure. And Kane is weird, but I think he's, like... I don't know, he's too weird to be guilty, you know? And we got nothing from Ellen. I don't think she did it. Like, she was just kind of there. I don't know. I kind of want to suspect Audrey just because she seems like she's a bitch. Like, I don't know. So she's like homophobic, right? And like, she doesn't like, Rob and her husband hanging out together. So like, did she catch them in that room together? And why would she push her own husband out the window though? You'd think she'd push Rob out. I don't know. I did it. Doesn't make any sense at all. None of you? I mean, we could do that, but... I mean, maybe nobody did it. Maybe it just fell out the window because he was drunk or something. Right? I'm gonna say no one did it, because I don't... None of them have any evidence. Like, there's no evidence anywhere. None of you did it. None of you did it. Wait, didn't you say we just all played an important role? Are you even in your right mind? Detective, maybe you overworked yourself. I'm not sure what I was thinking. Okay, so that's not it. It seems like it. So you don't actually know who did it? I already got my hopes up. Sorry. I failed. One of them did it. I should have enough clues to figure out who it was. If only I could try it again. Yeah, I guess. Alright. Well, at least we get to try again. Alright, so let's go with Audrey? Audrey is the murderer. Me? I was his wife. How could you even come to that conclusion? His affair? You killed him because he had an affair. That's ridiculous. An affair? With whom, then? Rob? He had an affair with Rob. Audrey, that's getting kind of creepy. You didn't kill him, did you? Miss? I guess it's too late to make run for it now, is it? You killed your husband? You filthy bitch! I saw you. You know, every time you went when you thought I wasn't at home. Your husband needs someone to talk to. That's something you never did. When I came home on Friday and saw him, or her, or it. What? Is it an alien? I had to make him pay for what he did to me. What does that mean? Rob was already gone, but my husband was obviously still in his perverted little dream world. What? Thinking about dresses and nail polish? What? I see. The lipstick stain on the glass. It all makes sense now. You really killed him because he dressed up as a girl? He was out of his mind wearing dresses. What kind of man does such things? I should have delivered him from his sins years ago. You don't understand anything, do you? Do you even realize what you did to her all those years? What? Her? You were lucky that you haven't been there. I would have killed you too. Have you ever even tried to understand what she's going through? Stop it, miss. I'm going to arrest you. You have the right to remain silent. You needed 2 tries to find out the murderer. Congratulations, you're a guardian. She confessed. But she regretted nothing. She believed that she was released from her sins. Audrey did not even realize that her husband was transsexual. Her ignorance killed that young woman. She was always so reclusive because her wife prohibited her to be herself. What a mess. I never would have guessed that the case would end that way. Talking about a black swan event. It's a sin to kill a black swan, but black swans are just want to be accepted, but often they are outcasts. When will everyone realize that the world is not just white swans? The world is colorful, and we are all human. That case got me thinking. And it made me realize something important. What? What did it make you realize? You can't just do that. You never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view. Until you climb inside the skin and crawl around in it. Harper Lee, To Kill a Mockingbird. I'm a little confused, but okay. So, that's it for this one. So, I'm confused. Is the husband a man or a woman? Which... Because, like... Everyone before was everyone has been referring to him or her as the husband, but at the end they all started saying she. So, is it which way did we go? Is it the guy that's transitioning to a girl, or a girl that transitioned to a guy? I'm confused. I don't know which way it went. I guess it doesn't really matter though, but it's weird, like, there wasn't really all that much evidence. Like, I don't know where I was supposed to figure that all out. Like, yeah, sure, the nightclub had, like, what was it, like, a gay nights or whatever, but, like, I don't know if that was supposed to, like, hint at it or something, or... Because, like, Rob said he wasn't gay, and I still don't think he is, he's just his friend. But, like, how are we supposed to get this from that? Like, the only thing that made Audrey suspicious was just how much of a raging bitch she seemed like. Like, she just seemed like an unpleasant person. But that doesn't... Just because you're unpleasant to be around doesn't mean that you're a murderer. I don't know, I feel like there needed to be more evidence. Like, if we could investigate that room and found, like, dresses in the closet or something, or... I don't know. Or, like, shoes that were, like, his size or something like that, you know? Like high heels or something like that. I just feel like there should have been more evidence somewhere, because, like, I didn't really gather any of it. And I feel like when we talked to each of the people, we should have asked, like, more questions, because I feel like we didn't really gain anything from talking to all of them. Like, the only one that actually gave us any, like, glimpse into their personality was, like, Audrey, I guess. Like, the other two women didn't really have all that much to say, so I figured that they didn't really have anything to do with this. I mean, the yoga instructor was she an instructor? I don't know. She was really not that suspicious, because, like, I don't know. I mean, he takes yoga sometimes, who cares? Guys can take yoga too, I guess. I don't know. It's not that suspicious. I don't know. This was a weird time. So let me know what you think of the game down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. This is Casper Kuma, over and out.